Ready to bat are 10 for 4. I'll just break off as Taylor comes in and bowls now. Westley drives beautifully through the offside. He looks in good nick this morning, the Essex skipper. It was
Van Beek in, bowls, forced off the back foot. Good looking shot. He pierces the gap, does dash it to the shorter boundary, and he collects 4 on the offside square of the wicket. That was a fairly good in the system.
Taylor again down the leg side to Das, and he'll get 4 runs. Fine leg, is quite wide, or almost long leg, and always good to see him.
This time, flirty shot outside off stump, maybe a little bit more width on that delivery. We're not right behind the arm.
Leach again is in and bowls Westley on the walk, and there you go, that's what he's looking for. He's upset Leach's length.
Birdie in again to Das. That one's a bit more loop on that one.
Yeah.
But Das is to the pitch of delivery and drives it through extra cover for 4.
Good shot, but at the same time I think Birdie might be reasonably encouraged by
Brooks in again, 1 slip waiting. He's bowled him. He's walked his shot as Das. He'll be desperately disappointed. He's made 46 not out, and he's been bowled by Brooks. He did, if we get an opportunity, he walked his shot there.
Back to that.
Brooks in. This time it's clipped and he's been caught. There we go. Brooks has got another wicket. It's that man at short mid-wicket where he's taken a very good reaction catch with 2 hands. Great to see you boys.
Birdie to Westley. Westley is forward in the drive, and that's beats Brett D'Oliveira at cover and 4 runs, and probably the first shot in anger for quite some time. Tom Westley moves to 42.
The flags are drooped. This is short. It's bouncing. It's going to go for 4 as it's been pulled by Critchley. That's the attempted short ball by Van Beek. And
a brilliant all-rounder, one of the best fielders I've ever played. D'Oliveira's got a wicket. So there we are, end of my tale. I'll finish it later because D'Oliveira has just rushed one on there a little bit quicker. He bowls this sort of lift slider, really, I think that was, and it's just hurried on a little bit.
He bowls 2 slips awaiting,
Shot.
and this is driven into the offside, and it's powerfully hit, and I think it's going to go for 4 as Joe Leach couldn't stop it. It was a good shot, controlled, it was nicely timed.
Through the big left-hander with that one. He's in again. This one's a bit slower, and Westley, stung I think really by that previous delivery, gets the one that's a bit fuller and thinks
And this time he does push out 2 point, and the applause you hear is because Tom Westley has recorded his 50. That is his 450 of the season. I'll come back to that point in a second. D'Oliveira again, and Westley rocks on the back foot and will push for 2, and in fact will get 4. It's gone all the way through the covers and it can't be cut off.
Magnificent ambassador as Verdi comes in, and this is slog swept by the tall Paul Water, and it's gone for 4 into deep mid-wicket. That's a pretty... As Verdi comes in, this is a nick, and he's been caught! Westley has to go, he looks devastated. He knew he nicked that straight away because the keeper kept his hands there. I don't know.
Well, he's round the wicket to Paul Water, and Paul Water has clipped it just over. I'll find out who that was at shortish mid-wicket, Kashif Ali. Shortish mid-wicket, and for a minute there I thought he was going to...
Smart, don't want to lose his wicket.
Van Beek in again, this time Water goes back and cuts this out. Tries to cut, I think he was trying to cut it backward. Well, backward a point, or in the backward point region, and all he's done is he's nicked off.
Essex could have averted, and there's a lap now with Paul, with Pepper, no not Pepper, with Harmer actually, sorry. Harmer's hit fat, he slog swept it for 4. In he comes, passing the umpire O'Shaughnessy, and this is swept very well by Pepper. One of his shots, but what he's done there is a man at backward square leg, but he's up on the 1 really. He's now going back. Leg slip in. Gives it a lot of area. goes into out onto the offside, and he will collect 4 runs, with the Essex faithful applauding that shot.
Just break off as Brooks bowls again down the leg side, and there's an appeal, and he's gone. It's what we call a strangle. I've had long discussions this year with various people.
Ali into Pepper. Full toss there, and Pepper gives it the treatment it deserves, driving it through extra cover for 4.
Comes in now with the new ball in hand, and his first ball is a loosener, and is smashed away by Snater through the covers, wide and slow, and cracked away. A real gimme from Joe Leach. Snater goes to 11. I'll just break off as Taylor starts this new over.
Yes, and that first ball is driven by Michael Pepper straight to the boundary again. I wouldn't call it a loosener, but certainly Pepper was onto it. Taylor to Pepper. Pepper's on the back foot and he cuts fine enough. There's no one down at third man. It's kind of just wideish a bit.
When Ethan Brooks dismissed Robin Das, bowled this morning. This one is driven from Leach through the covers for 4 by Pepper, who's beginning to really enjoy himself now. He's moved to 45, and Essex are now in front, 270 for 7. Got stuck in. Leach bowls, and he gets stuck into this one as well, short and wide, and slammed away through the covers. As
Leach is in, plays off the back foot, does Pepper. Pepper takes a single. He's going to look for 2. He will get 2, because that's just avoided. He's going to take 3. Good running there from Snater as it goes down to the Tom Pearce stand, and Essex collect 3. Good bit of fielding, but excellent bit of running from the 2 Essex batsmen, Pepper and Snater. For Pakistan back in the mid-80s. Leach bowls short. This is in the air. It's just cleared the captain, Brett D'Oliveira, at mid-on. That's gone for 4. That's actually a very good executed whack in my book. Go on, you know.
Tom Taylor into Michael Pepper, who cuts off the back foot and down to backward point region. There's no one there.
In he comes, right arm over, bouncer, and to be fair, Pepper's played that beautifully. He's bowled him a bumper, it's outside off stump.
In excess of 3 figures at least, as Verdi bowls, and there's a horrific slog sweep by Snater, and he's got a bottom edge on it, and so fast for his hands that it's raced away for 4, but
I mean, you know, Illingworth, Rhodes.
This one from Verdi is clipped away on the onside for 4. Excellent shot from Snater.
Van Beek in. This is driven on the front foot. It's going to go out for 4. Well, there was a great effort of a dive at cover. Fancy 5 or 6 overs.
Yeah.
Van Beek in, driven again. This time an identical, but perhaps a slightly straighter drive as it goes through extra cover. Traffic updates. Van Beek rolls. This is short, and that's gone for 4 as well. Snater moves to his 50. You can hear the applause, and he's going to raise his bat, is he? And there's a nick, and he's been given. Van Beek gets his man. Snater has to go. It's a feather edge through to the keeper, Roderick, and Essex have just lost their 8th wicket.
Verdi bowls, he's bowled him round the wicket. That one has just run across, and he has bowled Pepper. I beg your pardon, Cook.
It's a big shot that gets this secure. It's not that one, no. In fact, it may well be. It's down the. It's not a big shot, but it's down the wicket. He wants to come back for 2. It's a misfield, and he will come back for 2. And that is Michael Pepper's century. The over in to Pepper. Down the wicket. I did say it was coming. It's a big shot over mid-wicket. It's a straight 6.
Verdi comes in and bowls to Porter, who's forward, taken on the pad. LBW, end of the innings. Porter goes without scoring. He doesn't get out. He turns it on the leg side, and it's fielded at backward square leg. So the end of day 2. Worcestershire 2 without loss.